Right into our post-race for tonight's 55th annual Coca-Cola 600 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Our race runner-up is Kevin Harvick, and he drives the number 4 Budweiser Folds of Honor Chevrolet for Stewart-Haas Racing. And Kevin certainly had a strong car throughout the weekend, and just come up a little short trying to defend that championship.
Yeah, we had a fast car all night and just kind of fumbled to get on pit road and got behind and got a lap down and we needed a 700-mile race to get back to where we needed to be. But all in all, they're doing a great job putting cars up on the track. We just have to clean up pit road.
Questions for Kevin? If you have one, raise your hand. Questions for Kevin Harvick? Anybody? Viv?
Viv Bernstein, New York Times. I suppose y'all figured Jimmy was going to get one sooner or later. I mean, do you look at that team now and say, okay, they're back?
I look at it as we let them slip one in front of us tonight by shooting ourselves in the foot. But you knew that was going to come at some time. I mean, they've won championships and done a great job through the years and was solid all weekend and didn't make any mistakes and kept themselves up front all night and won the race. So in the end, you're going to have to beat them in all ways, shapes, or forms, just not on speed.
Other questions for Kevin? Anybody? Back here. Gentleman right here. Go ahead.
Can you elaborate on what you said as far as shooting yourself in the foot, you and your team or whatnot, as far as losing this? And you also said if this was a 700-mile race, you guys would have pulled it out. So can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we needed longer to pass the car in front of us, and we had a loose wheel.
Anything else for Kevin? Kevin, thank you. Good luck next week at Dover. Okay, our third place finisher is Matt Kenseth. He drives the number 20 Home Depot Husky Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. And Matt, certainly you had a car that was running up front. You led some laps, went for the win. Maybe just talk about how things unfolded there, maybe even particularly the last 15, 20 laps.
Yeah, I mean, everything kind of fell into place with us with that caution and people being on a fuel strategy and, with our tire problem and all that kind of getting a little bit off sequence. So everything kind of fell into a lap, got a good restart, got out front. I just unfortunately didn't have no speed to hold off Jimmy and Kevin and hang on to win first. So for overall for the weekend, I thought it was a step in the right direction. I thought we were more competitive tonight. I didn't think we were quick enough to win unless everything just fell exactly our way. Even then, I couldn't quite hold on. But overall, I thought it was a step in the right direction. I thought we had a top 5 car, pretty much all night. Had great pit stops, great adjustments. Just couldn't hang out at the end.
Questions for Matt? If you have one, raise your hand. David Caravello down here, Shelby.
David Caravello, NASCAR.com. Matt, can you take us through what punched a hole in the front grill of your car and sort of how you guys fixed it, and was it any kind of concern at that point in the race?
I honestly have no idea. I didn't even look at it afterwards. I heard Jason say there was some, damage, to the nose from something. I mean, I didn't run into anything, so it's obviously a piece of debris went through it, but I never saw anything or felt or heard anything, so I don't really know when or how that happened. I don't know because I didn't even look at the car, so I don't know.
Right here, Mike Embry in the middle row there, please.
Mike Embry, USA Today. Matt, 7 wins last year. This year, I think so far you've got 9 top 10s in 12 races. Any kind of frustration that you've been so close so many times this year and haven't been able to close it out?
Well, I mean, me personally, whenever your team does everything falls the right way, and they put you out in front of the end of the race and you don't win the race, you're always disappointed, and frustrated. You don't get a lot of those opportunities. Although I felt like I did everything I could possibly do, we just weren't quick enough to hold them off. So yeah, I mean, a little frustrated. We didn't get the win tonight. I thought we were in good shape. When I cleared Jeff, I knew he was only on a couple tires, and I got through 1 and 2 pretty good. I knew we bottled up the bottom, pretty good there when I went around the top of them. And so I was hoping I'd hold everybody back, and got away pretty good, and actually felt pretty good about it. And then they said the 48 cleared him, and man, he was just mowing me down. He could do that pretty much any time he wanted to tonight, honestly. Every time I raced by him, when he wanted it, he had at least 2 tenths in the bag, so or 3. So I had the clean air and had everything all lined up right and had the big lead. I just couldn't keep going fast enough to hold him off. So that's a little disappointing, but I feel like we're gaining on it. Certainly we're not where we were at this time last year. All of us up there leading a bunch of laps and being in contention to win. But I feel like we're gaining on it. We had a top 5 car tonight and finished third with it.
Go ahead, sir, right there in the green shirt.
JB Riggs, Time Warner Cable News. Both you and Kevin said that you guys had top 5 cars tonight, but what was it about Jimmy's car that made his a first place car, especially with this being his first win of the year?
Man, I wish I knew. I don't know. Man, I wish I knew. The four's been pretty much class of the field every week all year. And the 48, they always run good, obviously. And especially this place has always been one of his strongest tracks. So, I don't know. They were just really, really fast tonight. The 4 was really fast tonight. It seemed like there was a group of them there that seemed to have a little bit more speed.
Any additional questions for Matt? Right here, let's go David and then the gentleman on the front row.
Matt, not having speed, I mean, how much of a concern of that is that to you? Is that something you guys can, you can't address that easily, can you?
Well, we're always working on it. Whether you're the fastest car in the garage or the slowest car in the garage, you're always working at trying to get better. Panicking has never helped anything. And like I said, I feel like we're gaining on it. We've just been off a little bit most of the year, honestly. We ended the year, I thought, really strong. At Homestead, Denny won. I think we ran second. Kyle had a real good car, and honestly, we just haven't been like that all season. So I don't know if it's the aero changes or ride height rules or something else changed, but we've just been off a couple tenths, at all these tracks, and we're digging hard to try to figure it out. We're just not quite there yet.
Gentleman right here on the front row.
Sir Matt, with the emphasis on winning this year to get into the chase, what's the pressure like? How's it building up as the next few races go by, trying to get one to lock in your spot?
For me, it's not any different. I think the pressure and urgency to win is there each and every week. At least it is for me. These are all huge races. There's not many of us that get to do this every week, and there's even a smaller group that gets to do it at a real competitive high level that actually has a chance to win these things. So it's a big deal to win any of these races. It always has been. It hasn't really changed for me. I've never been in the front at the end and not wanted to win. So you race as hard as you can for these wins. You hate it when you can't hold on and win it, but there's no more I can do about it. We were in position there, and I did everything I possibly could and got beat. Richmond were in position to win, did everything I possibly could and got beat. It's just the way it goes sometimes. You can only do your best and take the result that you got for that day.
Over to the right, Rick.
Matt, I remember, when you were talking about not panicking a minute ago, I remember in New Hampshire last year you talking about how you try really hard not to get overly excited to the positive or the negative. That I remember you saying something to the effect of you're a lot healthier if you just don't get, assuming everything's going great or everything's going badly. How that sort of point of view, how has that held up through the last few weeks?
Well, it's definitely not a flat line. It moves a little bit, but I think you try to, at least for me, try to stay away from the spikes. Obviously, when you're doing bad, it's easier for the spike to go to the frustrated side a lot farther than when you're doing good. Just get overjoyed and not pay enough attention or work hard enough on it or whatever. So, I think you just got to keep working on it. The same and as hard as you can each and every week. It's not like you can try harder and work harder and make it happen. You just gotta keep digging at it and keep trying to get it better. And it's not like we're way off. It's not like we're terrible. We've been running all a mile and a half except for Kansas. We're off a little bit. We've been running top 5 or 6, something like that. So we've been getting better. It's not like we're way way off. We just need that little bit extra to run with those few guys.
Top 5, top 7, as I'm saying is that when you were talking about spiking a minute ago, I know you were talking about your emotions, but I'm saying is it easier to take that point of view when you know that you're at least getting in the top 7 and such?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you feel better running third than you do 33rd for sure. I mean, you definitely be more panicked if you couldn't stay on the lead lap than, you know, if you're getting beat at the end of the race and finishing third. Certainly, there's a, you know, difference there, but you know, you can only work on it so hard, you know. And like I said, it was a good, solid night. Just disappointed that we're in the front and couldn't win. You know, it's always a big advantage to have that clean air, and I really thought I was going to be able to get away, and just wasn't able to.
Any other questions for Matt? Right here in the middle.
Jay Pennell with Fox Sports. Were you surprised to see, given Jeff Gordon sitting out practice yesterday, were you surprised to see him racing up there so hard with his back issues that he had? And have you ever raced with something like that, where you felt like, you know, you've had to get out of the car one day or something, and then, you know, to kind of just soldier through it, and especially this 600-mile race?
You know, I don't know a lot about, you know, his back issue exactly, you know, how big or small it is and whatever, you know, and only he really knows what he feels like in the car. I mean, certainly, you know, nothing Jeff Gordon does behind the wheel can ever surprise you. I mean, obviously he's, you know, one of the best of all time. So as far as sitting out practice, you know, there's a lot of practice here during the day. You know, there's probably aren't the most important practices of the year, really. I think what you learn in an all-star race and, you know, your first practice in the morning and stuff like that's probably a little bit more similar. So I haven't had to, unfortunately, knock on wood, haven't had to sit out any practices or races before. Hope I never have to.
Well, Matt, congratulations on a solid finish and good luck at Dover.
Thanks, guys.